Hello and welcome in to another edition of Trewvizon Radio. I am your host, Awesome Al, along with my co-host and producer, Hooch.
What's the business, Montgomery, Alabama, and around the world and YouTube land?
What's up, YouTube peoples and everybody around the world? Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Trewvizon Radio. And we got a good show for you today.
A great show, terrific show, and it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot out there. It's hot out there. It's about 90-something degrees outside.
Hotter than full fat. It's just hot. All right.
Here we go.
It's hotter than hot.
Here we go again. It's just hot out there, Hooch.
Hotter than...
It's hot, Hooch. It's the summertime. It's supposed to be hot.
It's really hot. Hotter than...
It's September the 4th, 2020. It's a Friday afternoon.
Hotter than Donald Trump's toupee.
Oh, Lord. That's on fire then.
It's turning orange. Oh, it's already...
Wow. Yeah. Hotter than Donald Trump.
It's a shout out to your president.
Who? What president?
That who? But we
don't have a president now. We got an idiot in the White House.
I didn't vote for him, so.
Well,
you have to support our president.
I'll support him. I'll support him on out that door come November.
Hit the road, Jack.
November 3rd. You could have all my support in leaving.
I made a post on Facebook the other day. Your eyes may shine and your teeth may grit, but the presidency your ass will never get.
Ooh. Boy, you were poor and didn't know it.
Yeah. Dig it. I like that.
Yeah, that's
some of my
cool.
best work.
That's cool. That's cool. Let's give a shout out always to the National Federation of the Blind and our leader, Miss Parmy Simerton. Now, that's a president. Miss Parmy Simerton, she's a president. She needs to run for office. She'll do better than Trump, that's for sure. But happy Friday to Miss Parmy Simerton and the members of the National Federation of the Blind Montgomery chapter here in Montgomery, Alabama. What's up to all of y'all? Thank you for being here in the Montgomery area and providing whatever the blind and visually impaired community needs as far as information to find out what they need to find out about being a visually impaired or a totally blind individual. So thank you, Ms. Parmy, and the rest of the crew there at the National Federation of the Blind. Go to nfbmontgomery.org for more information, or if you want to find out about the National, go to nfb.org and find out about NFB, National Federation of the Blind, where we change what it means to be blind.
Dig it.
Yes, sir. So let's get into some good stuff. You know what you're getting into, Hooch. Let it roll.
Oh, it's time for...
Thank you, Hooch. In the news today is what we always start out with, our sister Corona. She's still around.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
You say that again.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
Be careful what I asked for.
Well, you did, hey. I just
might get it.
Hey, I went to the blind school, not the deaf. I heard you.
Yeah, I know you did. Too bad you didn't see me. But anyway, Corona is still out.
Do the news, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Corona is still out there running rapid all across the United States. We are over 6 million people now that has been affected with the coronavirus. 6 million people. And it's growing steadily. Some places it's decreasing, but in most places it's still increasing. Over 6 million people in the United States has the coronavirus. Over 180 people have died across the United States with the coronavirus. So that's a lot of people, man. And it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. And here in the state of Alabama, we have over 125,000 people infected with this coronavirus. That's here in the state, 125,000, and over 2,000 have died, 2,200 to be exact, have died from the coronavirus here in the state of Alabama. In Montgomery County, we still holding around 8,000 people infected with the coronavirus, and 161 people have died so far with the coronavirus. The coronavirus is growing steadily. They're still talking about vaccines here and vaccines there. Hooch, let me ask you a question. Will you try a vaccine for the coronavirus?
Hell no. I don't know what you're going to give me.
That's right. Man, might be just like that syphilis experiment back in.
Not if you're black. If I was white, yes, by golly, I will. I will try it. It's safe. If I was white.
But there's a lot of people out there.
Being black, no.
There's a lot of people out there that don't trust this vaccine thing, but we still a ways off of having an effective vaccine for the coronavirus, and with the skepticism of some people, and it's going to be tough to get people to trust the government to shoot them up with this, because they got to give you the virus to cure you of it. So, they're just like the flu. They give you the flu in the flu shots to cure you of the flu. So, Yeah. Also in the news, President
Donald Punk.
Him too.
Donald Skunk.
Donald Trump. Dumb Donald, as I call him. Dumb Donald has struck again. Dumb Donald was in North Carolina. Dumb Donald was in North Carolina about 2 days ago. And he was speaking, and he said about the nation veterans. He said that the United States veterans were suckers and they were losers. Now, this is a man who claimed he's patriotic, and this is a man who claimed that Colin Kaepernick was not being patriotic for taking a knee for the stand against police brutality against blacks. And he said he was unpatriotic. But how can you be more unpatriotic when you called the veterans of this country, those who have fought for you to be patriotic, losers and suckers? Come on now. He's a Trump. He's a dumb Trump. That's what he is. And not, who can vote for this man? Really? Who can really vote for this man? What veteran or black person can really vote for Donald Trump? For real. You gotta be, I don't know, something gotta be wrong with you. You vote for this kid. But anyway, speaking of voting, the election is 60 days away now in counting. We count them down, Hooch. We're at 60 days.
Dig it.
60 days. 2 months from yesterday, we'll be in the poll voting. But you can vote early by going to whenweallvote.org and vote.org and vote411.org. You can register to vote if you are not registered, and you can contact your local registrar, should I say, to get a voting ballot and vote. You can do it early. Now, Dumb Donald also suggested do it twice, which is illegal, by the way. You cannot vote twice.
Wow.
But he suggested, he said, get you a ballot and vote, turn it in, and he would try to cover it up and say, to make sure that your vote counted. He said
5 times, yes.
He said, go down to the poll on November the 3rd and vote again to make sure that your vote counted. But he tried to cover it up by saying, ask the poll people, have your vote counted. How do they know? They won't know if your vote counted until the end. So, come on now, Dumb Donald.
He's going to get you for that.
Now, there are going to be some people who are going to try this stuff. All right, try it, and you're going to be locked behind bars. Dumb Donald going to be still free.
Well, okay.
What were you going to say? Come on.
After he's kicked out of the White House, it's going to be free reign on that ass. Because he have done a lot of things that's not legal.
It's coming, Dumb Donald. Dumb Donald in the news, he was supportive of this young white guy who went and shot these 3 other guys. He talking about the guy was protecting himself. But the guy was carrying a gun in broad daylight, passing by police officers, and went up and shot somebody.
Wow.
Now, if it was a black man walking through there with a gun in his hand, they would have shot him on the spot.
Yeah, we don't get that same out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, really, for real though. Also in the news, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and his family, his wife and his 2 daughters, have the coronavirus. Or should I say they are recovering from the coronavirus. The Rock said that it was the most trying time in his life because he and his wife had it tougher than his kids did. But they are slowly recovering, and how they called it, they were entertaining friends at their house. And that's how they caught the coronavirus. So be careful who you invite over. They might be bringing the virus with them. So be careful of that. And so, as I said, we got 60 days left until voting. Get out and vote. Do your thing. If you're going to vote early, do that. But don't vote early and go down to the poll. Don't do what Dumb Donald tell you to do. But, and also in the news, we have 2 more tropical storms in the Gulf of Mexico. Well, they will soon be in the Gulf. They're not quite there yet. But they said that these storms may not affect the United States, but we won't know that until sometime next week. But there's 2 more storms out there in the Gulf of Mexico. What it is, Nana and Omar, I believe that's their name, but there's 2 more behind them. So the tropics are real hot right now, and I don't mean just by the weather. It's real hot in the tropics. So, also in sports news, football is coming around very soon. Our fans of Alabama and our fans of Auburn and Troy, UAB. Sports is happening where the season is going to start. The SEC season is going to start on the 26th. Alabama going to be taking on Missouri, and Auburn going to be taking on Arkansas, I believe. And those are the 2 teams from around the state. Troy are going to start their season on the 19th, I believe, of September. And they are going to be on the road. I forget who the opponent is, but I'll check it out and give you an update on that next week. So sports is back. Football, high school football is back. Lee played last night, beat Eufaula. Lee High School beat Eufaula High School. And so Lee is coming on strong. And so far in the young football season. But football season has started in high school. And it will start in college with the SEC on the 26th. And with the Sun Belt Conference on the 19th. So football is back, sports is back, and I'm ready for some football for real. That's going to wrap it up for the news. Thank you, Hooch. Thank you, Hooch. Yes, sir.
You love that football, huh?
Yeah, I love that football, man. Football and fall are the best times of the year.
Yeah, barbecue chicken wings and
oh man,
good cold beer and all the Jack and Coke I can drink.
Oh, there you go, that Jack and Coke, man. You drank that.
Shut up.
All year long.
Tailgating. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up when you come on in the digital building of YouTube.
Yes, please do. Hit that thumbs up when you're coming there, and also hit the Cash App at $True Bucks. That's $TREW.
That's why you're tripping on that, because I usually do that. That's the $TREWBUCKS. And don't forget to email us.
Email us at TrewVisionRadio@gmail.com. That's TrewVisionRadio@gmail.com. TrewVizon Radio@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And then hit us up on the Twit.
Yeah.
At the Twitter.
Be careful how you say that. All the gay people like, ooh, you said twit.
Hit us up on the Twitter.
I like awesome Al.
Hit us up on the Twitter.
All right.
At True Vision. See, you almost made me forget what our Twitter handle is up there.
You got it right. True Vision. Right. TREWVIZ.
That's right. And our Facebook page is coming soon as well. So.
That's right. And then also you could click on doubleoaction.com to reach True Vision.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Go to DOUBLEO
action.com. Dig it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So we're all over the social media.
Yeah.
Getting our social media on.
And don't forget, we have a couple of people who want to donate to us, right? Yeah.
We have, let me give a shout out to a young lady over there in Macon, Georgia.
Michael?
In Macon, Georgia.
Michael?
Over there. Miss, well, she probably don't want me to say her name, but she know who she is.
I'll say it. If you don't donate, I will say it. Tell you that.
Well, she says she's going to donate to us today.
If you don't donate, I'm going to call you out next week.
Oh, yeah, he's going to call you out.
We also want to give our condolences to our good buddy, we call him Punch, Mr. Eldridge Hardy.
Yes, we do. We want to give our condolences to Punch and his family, the Hardy family down there in Whitehall, Alabama.
Yeah.
So
he lost his baby sister.
Yes, he did. And you know, that's a tragic thing to lose a sibling. I had a sibling that died, but I didn't know about it because she died way before the rest of us were born. So, but my mom said that she died, and my mom and dad originally had 7 children, but only 6 are still living. So I have a sister.
You fight one, you got to fight them all. That's a lot of ass whippings. Well, a lot of ass whippings you might receive. I
don't know, man. I don't know.
There's a lot of cheering.
But anyway, to our friend Punch.
Oh yeah, he's always upbeat. You know, so it's when I talked to him on the phone, he was upbeat.
I've never seen Punch in a sad mood. Never.
Yeah.
And I've been knowing the guy for almost 30 years.
Yeah, I could tell on the phone. I was talking to him the first time when it happened. Like, oh, he was hurt by it, of course. But then, like a couple of days or a day later, he was at the bus station. I talked to him. He sounded, really like his old self. Like, damn,
Well,
so he's a special guy. He's a comedian at heart. So that's
he's a
what he
comedian
does.
at heart, and he's a tough guy.
Yeah, he's a real tough guy.
And
when I was talking with him, I thought, well, maybe it was just a joke. I'm saying, who would play like that? But I'm saying maybe it didn't happen, because if you listen to him on the phone, he sounded real upbeat, But it was true,
Well,
it was true. Unfortunately, unfortunately, it happened to the wrong people.
Yeah,
Donald.
His brother died, but my a friend of mine was reading a blog on the internet, and somebody.
I don't wish that he would die. I just wish the
and
Lord
somebody wrote.
The Lord should just close his mouth.
Well, that too. But somebody wrote, "Damn, the Grim Reaper got the wrong one."
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh,
the Grim Reaper made a mistake that took the wrong Trump.
Hey, God somewhere like pissed off himself. Damn, I done killed the wrong motherfucker.
Got the wrong Trump, man.
Dig it.
All right. Let's get into our another segment. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Let's roll it.
In 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right, things you shouldn't do.
Yes, sir.
If you are blind, you should never let your friends trick you in going to the wrong goddamn rally. You may be at the Klan rally.
Why not?
Skinhead.
Black Klansman. You saw that movie.
Yeah. It didn't have a good ending also. They could turn out really, really, really bad.
Yes, it could. They could be having you for dinner. Literally.
Right. Jeffrey Dahmer people still living. He just died.
Roast the nigger day.
Oh, man, it's messed up. Number 2, thing you should never do. You should never attend anyone's home and use the bathroom no longer than 5-10 minutes. Because they gonna clown your ass.
That's right, Hooch. I'm telling you, blowing up my bathroom.
I'm gonna buy you some paint next week.
That's right, you need a paint job now. It's peel all off the wall.
Well, you can't win them all.
That's right.
All right, number 3. If you are in high school, just graduated, you should never attend those high school graduation parties and drink 7 to 8 cups of anything. You might wake up with the wrong mother. That have happened to me. I woke up with this chick in my arms that I have been saying no to all night at the party, and I woke up with her in my arms. I ran in the bathroom and I checked everything.
Well, she was wearing you down. She was wearing you down.
Shut up, that's not funny. Number 4. We'll move on to number 4. Number 4, bathroom again. You should never go in the bathroom without toilet paper.
Hey, can you throw me a roll in here?
Hell no, I ain't throwing you.
Can you bring one in?
No, never.
They're gonna ask you to bring one in there, like you wanna go in there, like you wanna go inside of that.
Say it.
Like you wanna go inside of that shit house. You don't wanna go in there. For real. Come on.
Wow. And that is it for things you should never do. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's no. We got one more.
Oh.
We got one more.
That's right.
Let me tell this one.
You got this one.
All right.
You got this one.
If you are a man and you're on the phone with another man,
you should never
end the conversation by saying
bye-bye.
Never. Two grown men don't do that.
That's suspect all the way.
Come on.
Hey, what if I call you and we hang up the phone? Bye-bye, Al.
I'll be like, oh, hell. What's wrong with Hooch?
The woman need to come see him, man.
That's right.
Hey, the quarantine is wearing off. It's too much for the brother.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one more. Thank you, Hooch.
Yeah, thank you, because I forgot.
All right. Things you should never do. Well, let's get to what we came here for. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, yeah.
Mamas and papas, rabbits and squirrels, cross-eyed flies and bow-legged ants.
Oh, shut up. Bow-legged ants.
Yeah, bow-legged ants, man. Ants are already low to the ground.
Well, they're good workers, too.
But they bow-legged, too.
Music moment.
That's right, our music moment. That's what I'm talking about. And in the music moment today, we are spotlighting the man, the music, and some might say he's a myth. But anyway, we are spotlighting my buddy, my producer and co-host, Hooch.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How you doing, Hooch?
Pretty fat for a square with clean underwear.
I hope you do have no clean underwear.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you got on underwear up here.
Sometimes you got to be ready.
Man, you ain't going commando.
You got to be ready.
Whatever.
Just stay ready.
See, that's how we start off an interview, people. I mean, for real. This is Hooch.
I'm giving it to you live.
Hooch, man. This is the raw, uncensored.
It's gonna be uncensored. It may be part 2 to this.
It might be, but this is the raw, uncensored Hooch. Hooch, tell everybody who you are.
Well, my name is Ronald L. Macmillan, and that's McMillian. That is my slave name. I've been conscious for a little over 20 years, so that's why I speak this way. I know who I am as an African person, how it's related to Scripture. But I was born in Tuskegee, Alabama. Grew up in a small town called Midway. Yeah, Midway / Union Springs, Alabama. I like to call it because Midway was
what's up to my people?
yeah, Midway was like the countryside, even though it's known as the city. I don't know why they say that, but it's straight country.
It's country.
And then Union Springs were more like the city, even though that was country too. But it's more city than Midway.
Yeah, it's more city.
So when we say we go into town, we are going to town. We're going to shop. We're going to get groceries. We're going to get clothes because you couldn't get that in Midway, and you still can't.
No, you can't.
Right. So I grew up there. Learned. I think I was 9 years old when my eyes got bad. I think it's called optic atrophy when it's dealing with the optic nerve.
Well, I'm glad you could say that word because I can't.
Yeah, and when I was 6 years old, I remember like it's yesterday, my mom gave me an RC Cola and a moon pie, and you know where I'm going with this, but sometimes you say these things to help people along. She said, I'm going to leave you here with your grandmother, and I'm taking your brother, and we're moving to Detroit. And so
she left you with a moon pie and the RC?
Yeah, they pet me up because I was crying with my mom. And so I had to stay in Midway. He goes, suck a butt.
You let her Hooch you.
Yeah. So my aunt, all my aunts, everybody had a hand in raising me. Eventually, I think about 5, maybe 7 years later, my mom came back. But that's a whole nother thing. So after that, I just started beating on everything, and what I did, I made my own drum set.
Well, there was a way you taking out the frustration of being left by your mom.
I don't know. It could have. You know what I'm saying?
You started drumming on pots and pans.
Yeah, gasoline cans. Big gasoline cans that you can sit down on. I had 3 or 4 of those, and I got a knife and carved some sticks and made my own little sticks and formed a little band with my aunt Leisha and my cousin Bunny. He was my horn guy, and we made little ghetto instruments in the country. And she was my lead vocalist, and I was the drummer and vocalist as well. So, and in school, I think I was like 8 years old. Because my mom said she would eventually come get me, so I'm like, I don't have to do my work. So I was drawing bands, and they all look like the Jacksons. I had like 50, 60 pages of of different bands. They all look like the Jacksons.
Let's go back to you and Bonnie and Alicia. You remember the cartoon Fat Albert?
Yeah, I remember Fat Albert.
Where they had that junkyard band and they were out there playing.
Yeah, that's what we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, until my grandmother told us to shut up. But I kept right. I took a barbecue grill, the rack of it, and I leaned it halfway off so you can get that rattle sound. Yeah, she was rough. Angeline Farmer the first. My mom is the second. Yeah. So, eventually, you just kept. It felt good to play, and eventually, somebody said, "Damn, Lean sometime pretty good on them goddamn pots and pans." So, eventually, my mom, came back and. So I used to wake my brother up every morning and like, we need to get these songs ready for this record company. There was no record company. It was just in my mind.
You waking your brother up out the sleep.
I said, listen, because I used to get.
I know he hated your ass.
But guess what? Eventually, when he was 7 years old, he started to play as well. Mm-hmm. But this always been in me. Music has always been a part of who I am. So I got a tape recorder, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to hear myself sing with myself. And I would record 20, 30 songs. Some of them kiddie songs. Some of them you can still use to this day. But I would record myself. And I wanted to hear myself sing with myself. So I would do that. But you lose quality of the recording when you do that. I was learning that. No one taught me how to do it. Right. And I wanted to get a different effect and put in my face in the commode. Yeah, so you get a different sound. Or in the sink. I used to get my ass whipped because my mom would come home. Who turned in my bathroom into a goddamn studio? That's when she was cursing. She don't curse anymore.
I hope you didn't put your face too far to come on.
No, I made sure I flushed after I got the effect. Well, I just love sounds. I play with sounds. So you get as you go,
because you can get that acoustic sound in a bathroom.
Right. Yeah, and you can get a muffled sound if you put your face in the commode or in the sink, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you don't have good gripping power. So you put your face in the sink and you get a different sound.
But I know what you're talking about recording yourself, because when I was starting out in the DJ business, I had a tape recorder where I would record me, doing a whole show on tape as a disc jockey. So I made up my own commercials and jingles.
I did that too. I did I would play characters in my head, but I put them on tape. That's when tape, in the 80s. You use your tapes in the boombox era.
Cassette was king.
Yeah, and I did a little skit playing different music, and I would play different characters, and I would get in front of the mirror every night also with a brush and just perform.
You were doing that Michael Jackson thing with that brush.
I even would sing some of my own songs. I was doing all that kind of stuff. I had my
So you was writing songs back then when you was small.
Yeah, I just never stopped. It's like fire shut up in your bones. I always say music chose me. I didn't choose to do this at all. It chose me.
Like I be saying, DJing chose me, because the things that I did starting out as a disc jockey. But this is not about me, this is about you.
Yeah, I kind of see, I kind of fit in the. See, I want to also say I didn't recommend that I do this.
No. No, this was my idea. As a matter of fact, it was me and Punch idea.
Yeah.
So we said, well, Hooch, since we all are spotlighting artists
and blind artists that we done, so I kind of fit in the.
That's right.
In the both sides.
See, now you fit into the category of we did blind artists. Now we're doing artists from the state of Alabama. Mm-hmm. You fit into both categories. You are visually impaired.
Yeah.
Legally blind.
Right.
And you from Alabama.
Right, and I also attended Alabama School for the Blind.
Yep, so did I.
I graduated in 92.
Michael Rapsky.
Yeah, and I was in the band there. I've been in band all my life since 7th grade, so beginning band. But I think when I attended Harrison School, I was in the 5th or 6th grade. Because they didn't know what to do with me. I was back and forth from Midway to Montgomery. So, and then my mom put me on the plane from Detroit. I used to go visit, and then put me on the plane by myself. And it's funny when you're a kid.
You know, back then...
I wasn't afraid of flying.
Yeah, back then...
You can't pay me to fly.
Back then, though, kids could ride planes back then unattended because, you know, people took care of you. The airport staff and the stewardesses and all of that. But now...
Yeah, things are changing.
Yeah, now...
But I forgot, what was I?
you talking about... your mom sent you home on the plane, okay?
No, before that.
You were talking about, I guess you were talking about
music. When I was in Harrison
Harrison
Elementary, Miss Bryan was my music teacher, and I didn't like anything else until she brought out the African drum with different sounds of drums. It's like a box with different sounds of the drum. It's almost the equivalent to the hookah drum or the cajon drum, which I do have, but when I came up, everybody had to play it, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, when I came up, I would think I was like, I forgot how old I was, but I wasn't even 12 years old. And she said, I could tell he's been playing for a long time. And she was right, because I was doing it since I was 6, 7 years old.
Yeah, beating on the pants.
So it turned into it was like a show. It was like this other guy came up, he was pretty good, and then they were like, let Ronald come back out there. So that kind of that lit it. You know, I was lit from that standpoint. You know,
every drummer has his or her own style.
Yeah, they do.
They don't all play the same.
No, they don't. No.
Because you are different from the style of Phil Collins or...
This is a great drummer, by the way.
Oh, yeah. One of the greatest, Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Teddy Pendergrass was the drummer for Harold Melvin.
That's
before
right.
he started singing lead, and Jeffrey Osborne was the drummer for LTD before he started singing lead.
That's true.
So you know, the drummers out there.
Right.
And they are lead singers, and so are you.
Right. Yep. I do sing and play in my own band. Like I said, I went to Goodwin Junior High School, nothing but a room full of drummers there, and kept playing. Then I got to ASB, and I was under Mr. Ray Speakman, who I admire a lot. He plays trumpet in one hand and piano in the other.
Wow.
And Bert Reese, I remember, he was the drummer there, and he would let me play. He would not let me play those drums, and I'm like, hey, I'm 16 years old. So so eventually Mr. Speakman haven't heard me. So when he heard me, I was the core drummer after that. You know, so.
Bert.
Yeah, he would have been okay.
I guess he was looking for Ernie.
Well, he was old enough to smoke in the teacher's lounge.
Hey man, Bert wasn't that old.
Okay, we'll let it.
He was up there,
but I was featured in the Sights and Sound magazine. I was interviewed to do that.
Oh yeah.
And then,
by the way, for people who don't know what Sights and Sound is, it's a magazine that's published by the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind for their alumni.
Right.
So.
And it's a huge magazine.
Oh yeah, it's a huge magazine.
Yeah, it's all around
It's
the
really
world.
Known around the world.
Around the world.
Yeah.
And my picture and I think my interview was in that magazine.
So you graced them with your presence.
Yes, I did that. Yep. And then, of course, I'm a Michael Jackson and Prince head. Michael MJ influenced me a lot. You can hear it in my musical DNA. It's all over me. So this is for people who think I'm trying to sound like Michael Jackson. I am not trying to sound like Michael Jackson. That's just my influence. And people have influence, and you're going to hear that as part of your musical DNA.
Yeah, everybody has.
I'm not a Michael Jackson impersonator, even though I used to wear my hair like him And that's just, it goes with the territory. When you admire somebody, you can't help but do embody that.
Everybody has an influence.
Right, exactly.
Michael Jackson had one. James Brown, he is.
And speaking of that, on the drum,
dance.
What really did it when I heard Jerry Gary in Union Springs, he did this doom 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 doom. When I heard that, yeah, that's what I want.
Oh, that drove you wild.
Yeah, that's what set it off a long time ago.
Believe it or not, Hooch, I tried to play the drums whenever growing up.
I don't believe it.
Well,
drums is something. It's just people want it. Little kids, they love drums.
Oh yeah.
And I'm also in Rhythm Nation. Do African drumming and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's what spoke to me first. It was the African drumming. It was not this other stuff.
Now I heard you play these African drums. I'm gonna heard you play that that time when you were at the Ma'afa back in 2018.
Yeah.
And you led that drum session there?
Yeah, I love playing with my hands because I grew up playing that way in Midway, and it was the African rhythm that spoke to me through Yahweh. We always was taught, and even in church, the name of Yah. So that's associated with that because no one told me this is what you're gonna do. It just happened.
Yeah.
So, and then end up playing behind Emmanuel Huffman, Ronnie Lovejoy.
Oh yeah, you play behind a lot of
different bands,
great,
House Rockers, Blue City All Stars, where we played behind a lot of professional people like Little Milton, Grammy Award-winning Gwen McCrae, David Brinston, Lee Shot Williams, Lee Fields.
Oh man.
I can't even think of it. Roscoe Robinson, Billy Soul Barnes. Almost ended up being the drummer for Dwayne from Tony was on tour with him. Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people I can't even name.
Oh man, yeah, you can play behind a lot of great
house rocker band. O.B. Buchanan. I work with him.
O.B.
Hot Stuff Pam Jackson from Blue City All Stars.
Oh yeah, I remember. Pam Jackson.
House rocker band. Worked with several bands, the Reed's family. I worked with them. Then 2003, 2004, I formed Double Action Entertainment, and I formed my own band, H2O. First it was Bama Records. I had Bama Records. Then I switched it to Double Action Entertainment. Then
you call it Bama Records?
Yeah.
Okay.
A long time ago.
See now I didn't know about the Bama Records part, but I do know when you began the Double O Action.
Right, yeah. It's very hard. That's when I knew that I was in over my head with saying that I want to become a record label. No, my friend Reynolds, who took me all over New York and in the studio in Manhattan, said, you want a production company or entertainment company so money can come in. So that's what I turned everything around. So you didn't see nothing about no Double O Action Records or anything like that, because when you say you're gonna be, which I tried to produce a couple of people, all the expenses on you. You have to pay for the studio time. You have to feed them. You have to clothe them. You have to burp them almost.
You gotta do all that.
You gotta do all that kind of stuff. And also was featured in the Future of Montgomery magazine when my band H2O was playing at Nobles every other Friday. I think it was around, I was 2008-9, the December edition. I was in that magazine.
Yeah, you have been in a lot of local interviews. You were with Leslie Bailey, who is
that's right, I forgot about that.
Is a well-known
you've been doing your homework a
well-known radio personality here in Montgomery, Alabama. Now when it comes to radio, now you know I'm gonna know about radio.
I forgot about Leslie. Shout out to Leslie Bailey. That's right. I was on her show.
That's right. You did a show with her. Then also you were on WSFA with Tanya Terry.
That's right. Been on there like 3 times, I think. Yeah. With Rhythm Nation and some other stuff concerning Nature's Garden in Tuskegee with H2O.
Okay. Now, Hooch, that's a very interesting stage name. What's the origin of that name? Where did it come from?
A musician / producer out of Detroit, live here in Montgomery. His name is Rodney Lynn Adams.
Big Rod! I know Big Rod.
Yeah.
Me and Big Rod was friends too.
Right, that's right. And Rodney had like 7 bands, and I met Rodney playing behind the late great Emmanuel Huffman when I used to play 4 hours straight, sometimes no break. So I wasn't used to staying up like that late doing stuff like that. You know, those days you get like $40 a night. But Emmanuel, I work with Emmanuel from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Papa Stopper in church. I also played in church too every Sunday.
That's right.
So I know what it is. I know what it is to stay up late and then get up and got to do it again. And sometimes the money is not all that, but success is what you love to do. It's not always money.
That's right. Success. You always going to start at the bottom and work your way to the top.
You couldn't get me for that right now, most definitely. but
you can't get it for a moon pie or
no, you can't get me for 40 bones now. But even though in this pandemic, you might want to scratch your head like, oh no. But
that's right. Somebody might say, "Who's I want to play for $50?" You might be like, $50.
Yeah, they'll take care of the water bill. You might want to do that. But equipment is expensive, so most people don't know what musicians go through. You buy your own equipment. One cymbal is $189, $200 a piece, and you have to also pay for the stand. The cymbal stand also can be range from like $150, $175, $200 a pop. You know, and you have to at least 3 of them. You know. They expect for you to have the best when you on that level.
Oh yeah, I know about expensive equipment because when I was DJing in clubs, the DJ equipment is expensive.
Yeah.
You know, turntables, speakers, microphone.
Yeah, man.
Microphone itself, $300 for a microphone.
Yeah, it makes you humble, and you have to. It's not gonna come to you in this business. You know, you can't like have a fantasy mindset like this is just gonna happen. I think some people watch TV too much. That's fantasy land. I mean, I came up in the real world of what you got to do. You have to set your own stuff up, equipment, PA system, and you play and you break your stuff down and you take it home. That's no fun. You know? And then I've been in situations when you on shows when you play behind artists. Sometimes the equipment is already there. Played festivals, but the RFK Stadium in DC with Grammy Award-winning Glenn McCrae and JoJo Benson was the first Black African American have ever appeared on Bandstand. JoJo Benson.
Now you told me that, and I didn't know that. So you told me that. Now I remember JoJo Benson being on an American Bandstand. Him and Peggy Scott Adams, because that's who Peggy Scott Adams started out with in her music career. She started out with JoJo Benson.
Right. Yeah. He was great to be around because JoJo had a full-fledged studio in his club, and we also went in the studio along with Blue City All Stars with Gwen. We worked with Gwen in the studio. I don't know if she used the material, but she did. We covered the record "Make Me Yours," so she did that. Yeah, in that.
Now I don't know why she didn't release that because I'm sure Gwen McCrae.
She's an awesome talent, and I remember somebody
wanted the voice and the style.
Man, she has. She is a diva, but she's beautiful. I remember when we went somewhere. I think it was performing at Rogers Redding Club, which is Otis Redding's son or brother or somebody like that.
Oh,
so
where over in Georgia?
Yeah, in Georgia. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I played a lot of places. I can't remember everything, but I'm also doing a documentary on my journey because it's a lot that you most definitely can't get in a 1-2 hour show.
No, you can't. You know? No, you can't because Hooch, you have done a lot of things in your short life because you're not that old, really.
Yeah, I'm 48 years old.
So you know,
and I've done all this stuff before. You know, before I was 35.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we got a gig today with the beautiful Miss Tootie Malone. Yeah.
Tootie!
She was also one of the background singers singing behind JoJo Benson.
Really?
Right. Me and Tootie came up in this thing together. You know?
Okay. Yeah, but everybody, see, I didn't know that about JoJo Benson. I knew he started out with Peggy Scott Adams.
Right.
Which, Peggy Scott Adams started out with him. And they had a song in 1968 called,
Lover's Holiday.
Lover's Holiday.
Yeah.
So, man, Hooch.
I learned how to tour and book tours because of that experience with JoJo Benson, you know. Because after that, then I started booking tours. I took a book tour for Van Yale.
Oh yeah,
because I saw it done through JoJo.
Yeah.
So that was a good learning curve.
Oh yeah, I remember you all going on that tour with Van Yale, and
I produced his record,
recorded
Fantasy,
Fantasy,
and his video. I did it. Yeah,
and the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you still have that video?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I still watch it. It's on doubleoaction.com for those who want to see it. I even though he's gone, he's still here.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not gonna bring it down. Or take it down.
The late great Van Yale.
Yeah, he's awesome talent. I met him in church, playing in church.
Yeah, you remember that I did an interview a few years back with you and Van Yale.
Right, that's right. Yeah. So, we was looking to do some big things, but it's unfortunate. But he left us some music. Yeah, so we need to do something on him.
Yeah, the young talented guy.
Yeah, very talented drummer. He plays like 17 different instruments.
Yeah,
saxophone.
Right, that's what he told me in the that interview.
And speaking of that, I play keyboard bass. I play some keys. I put my own music together, even though I don't consider myself a keyboard player. But I would surprise you.
Yes,
I would surprise you.
Because this man tell me he can't play keyboards, but if you listen to his music, which we're gonna listen to in a few minutes here, some of his music, and he plays the keyboards and all of this on his songs. And like, I thought you told me you could play keyboards.
Well, I can play some chords here and there and put my stuff together. Like I said, I surprised myself. My cousin Bunny said to me, "You don't know how talented you are." I said, "Maybe I don't know.
No, you don't know.
I just do what needs to be done when it comes to my music."
Nobody knows their talent until they get out there and start using it.
Yeah, we just need $1 million behind it now.
And then, of course, we are our worst critics.
Oh yeah, but you know my music because it's heavy drums because I'm a drummer.
Oh yeah, heavy drums.
Like Phil Collins.
See, now there's something about drummers. You can tell what instrument that they play, even if they are singers. Cause it's gonna reveal itself.
So true, man.
You know, like Phil Collins' music.
Phil Collins, Sheila E., Teddy Pendergrass music. I think Stevie Wonder played drums also. Yeah.
Sheila E.
Yeah, she's awesome drummer.
Yep. Now Sheila E. grew up playing percussions because her father played for Santana.
Speaking of father, my grandfather managed a radio station and a gospel group, and I think he appeared also on some records also. So
what station did he manage?
I don't remember the station. My mom was telling me some stuff. My mother is a vocalist also, along with her sisters. Yes, and
I didn't know that.
She had a group with her sisters, my aunt Maple and my aunt Eddie B, which is Bunny's mother. My cousin Bunny. His name is Bradford Lamont Scott. We call him Bunny because my grandmother said he looked like a bunny straw. She used to call him Bunny.
Like a what?
A straw. He was so little. He was like a straw. She said it was her straw. She said she loved Bunny. She wanted to hear me play, but she was sick with cancer, so she wanted to hear me with Emmanuel Huffman. Like, oh, you can't go, Mama. You can't go. She used to get into bed and start pouting.
Oh yeah, she wanted to hear her
she
grandboy.
Said she yeah, because I'm the oldest, I'm the oldest grand.
Oh, so you the oldest grandson?
Yep.
Or grandchild?
Yeah. I am the elite. I am.
Well, that means that you a leader then.
Of course, I'm elite. I guess it's in my blood. Double O action, H2O, which H2O goes back to double O action. Took the O's and make the H and the 2 and the O.
Now you didn't. To go back to the name origin.
Hooch. Okay, Rodney. That's right. Thank you, because I met him, like I said, at Southern Accent when we were the house band there, and this big guy came in. Because Rodney like 6'3", 6'4".
Was a big guy.
He weighed about like almost 600 pounds.
He was a big guy.
He played guitar and also a hell of a vocalist.
Oh yeah.
And it sounds like Larry Graham when he sang.
Now you remember Rodney had a band, and
he had several bands. He had 7 bands.
You played in one of his bands, and we used to go over there. I used to go over there with you to Rodney's house, and you all used to do rehearsal over there, and I was running the board.
Right, that's right. Yeah. And like I said, one day he looked at me. I was coming to rehearsal because I think he had the band called Substance, and he said, "Hooch." I said, and I looked and I turned around. I said, "Where?" Because I'm thinking about the dog. I said, "Oh." So he said, "That's your name." And I'm like, "Nah, man, I ain't no damn Hooch. Rodney, come on, man. You know, you can't say no." I think I was 22, 23. I ain't no damn Hooch, Rodney. So it stuck. So he told me, the reason why I call you Hooch, because every time you get ready to play, I think it's guys like Chinese and Vila sometimes used to be the rhythm section that sit in, or for other musicians that couldn't make it, and I was still the drummer for Emmanuel Huffman, because they would give me a hard time, you know, sometimes, because I played in a band all through high school, but when you playing in a rhythm section, it's a totally different feel. So Emmanuel said, no, he's gonna be my drummer. He could play, you know.
Right.
So I kind of almost, and not just, you know, I'm not just saying they said it, but other people were saying, were discriminating against me because I was legally blind.
Right.
You know, and so he said that you're gonna be my drummer, and that's gonna be it. So I was like, okay. So I did it, right? He said, you got my show down in 2 weeks. Because when you love to do something, you just do it, and you do it, and you do it, and you just rehearse. We rehearsed in the day at Southern Accent, and we what he did, he drank beer afterwards, and I didn't steal mine, but that's the way it went. So Rodney said, because every time I get ready to do something, like, you know, drummer do his thing or whatever, they tell me to stop. Drummers don't play like that. So Rodney said, I call you Hooch because Hooch is like moonshine, and every time you get ready to do your thing, they tried to stop you, and they did stop me.
You make them drunk, don't you?
So Emmanuel Huffman, this is no lie. So that's why he called me Hooch. So people thought it was because of women, but I've been chased before by women in the bathroom to do what I'm just hey, I'm letting out, and so that's when I learned about groupies.
Cool Hooch.
So that's where that name came from. It came from Rodney, and that's why he said it. You know, because of certain things I do on the drum.
Now, you know, people get their names from stage names from various various places, like Babyface.
Yeah, I remember that.
Babyface got his name from Bootsy Collins.
Right.
Because Bootsy looked at him one day and said, you got the cutest little baby face.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that stuck with Babyface.
Right.
And he uses that name now. So you know.
People think it's because of hooching around, but that's not why Rodney did
Ain't nobody hooching around.
No, that's not why Rodney did that, you know. But I met all kinds of musicians who I grew up with that's old enough to be my father to this day. So I've learned a lot. So when you're talking to me, it's just like talking to a 68 or a 78-year-old man or a 58-year-old man.
Yeah, because you hang around older people.
Right, I got a lot of...
Like, I'm older than you, and you hang around me. So.
Yeah, you follow me.
Oh, you learning from me.
You follow me.
Nah, you've been following me since the day I met you.
He was deaf, blind, and other, and I didn't unpack my bag for 2 weeks.
You were following me since the day I met you. I used to bring you home, man, for free.
Because you can ride free back in those days. You can ride free.
I didn't ride free. You rode free.
Because I couldn't. Because you can't look at me and say, "Oh, he's blind." So I was your guide.
That's right.
And that's
you
how I rode free.
Guide and you rode for free. That's right.
Yeah, they got wise to that shit, right?
No, we rode.
Oh, can I say shit in my interview?
I guess you can. It's
your
interview.
It's
your show.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up.
That's right. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for Trewvizon. Go to the Cash App at $TrueBucks and TREWBUCK.
Yeah, donate.
And
don't procrastinate.
If you got some comments about the show, if you got hit us up on Twitter at Trewvizon, and hit us up in our email at TrewVizonRadio@gmail.com. Hooch, let's listen to a little bit of your music to let people hear a little bit of your style. Let them get hoochified. If that's such a word.
All right.
So, let's play a song here.
Okay. See what we got.
All right. Now, this song here is called Feelin' Me.
Yeah, it's the remix. Yeah.
All right. So, let's check out a minute or two of Feelin' Me. Here we go. All right, Hooch, let's talk about Feelin' Me there. Feelin' Me. What's the concept of that song? How did it come about?
I actually, by the way, that track was done by Pat Cook.
Shout out to Pat.
Yeah, PC. And this one, I think you got something going, because people would bring me tracks, and I heard a couple of producers did say, hey, I've been dying to record you, But that track, he did the track, and I wrote it and recorded it in one night, in one take. Wow. I had a 10-track recorder called the Boss 1180 at that time. And when you go through things in life with, the opposite sex, songs like that will come. Yeah. Feeling me, killing me. Songs like that will come when you give your all killing to a person. Yeah, they'll come up for real. All songs will come for real. Yeah. Now, Hooch, your style, you swing with different styles of music. Like the next song that's coming up, we're gonna show that you also have a rock style to you. But oh yeah, I love rock. Sometimes I'm in church. Drummers know when you open that hi-hat up and you get a little heavy on the kick and the snare. It comes out. Yeah, you have a little rock style to you. So let's check out a song that shows your rock style. Okay, so here we go. So let's check this out. This one is called Running. So let's check out Running.
You better run your ass on, boy.
Let's check this one out. This is called Running. Check it out. Boy, that cat is killing that guitar.
yeah. Shout out to Atiba.
Atiba. Now the concept of running.
Uh-oh. Oh, baby.
Now, how did running come about?
Don't forget to share this show to YouTube and to BlackTube and Facebook, Twitter. Hit the thumbs up when you come on.
You don't have to give an in-depth.
Well, I wrote this song actually 8 years ago, and I just recently added Atiba to it last year. The song "Running," it's self-explanatory, really. Some of it is like when you in love with someone and you do all you can do for them, and they're not doing for you, but they're steadily running you. Like I want to be with you. I love your woman ways and your woman wears, and you wear it well. And I like to put my hands all over it. I can dig it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I recorded the drums. Of course, I did the drums, and I did the bass line. I also did the
drum beat.
Yeah, paid the the heavy hit, the heavy kick. Yeah. And I was in a contest actually.
I remember when you was in that contest with 95.1 The Fox and
shout out to Rick Hendricks.
Rick Hendricks, who is the program director there at 95.1 The Fox. And you were in that contest. I forget the name of it now.
I think his name is Rick Hendrick, not the S. You don't put the S on it.
No, the contest was New Rock, I think. New Rock or something like that.
Or Two Rock or something.
And you played at the Alabama National Fair that year because the contest was, the artist was being showcased at the Alabama National Fair, and whoever did well at the fair would win the contest.
Yeah, there was a lot of artists in the contest, and it faded out quickly until he said.
Right, there was only two of y'all.
Until it faded out until he said you had to perform. That cleared everything out.
It cleared everything out for you to come on and perform at the fair.
But because I'm used to it, I perform all the time.
Right.
And sometimes the bands back in the day, they used to push me out front to do Michael Jackson stuff or Prince stuff and dance, and white girls would scream. Wow. I feel like Michael for a day.
Now, Rick Hendricks played your song on 95.1 The Fox for several weeks, almost 3 months.
Sure did. Shout out to Rick Hendricks.
He played your song on his program on Sunday nights, and he played that every week. So you got some exposure on 95.1 The Fox,
Right, and I didn't have time to prepare for the contest like I should have, but the key was to form a relationship with Mr. Rick Hendrick and to not give up, because I don't give up, so I had to, do what I need to do. So, but I had fun doing it, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. So I got another record for Rick. I got another one.
We got one for you. We got one for you, Rick. Hang on, buddy. Hang on, buddy. And also, you have another style to your music, a Southern soul style, and I can see why you have a Southern soul style. growing up here in Alabama, where blues is basically king.
Right, I had to play behind those people, so
That's right. And you played behind a lot of Southern soul artists, so I guess that rubbed off on you somewhat.
Well, knowing too, me and my bass player Deke from H2O, we live here. We're not really Southern soul artists, but we just threw them one to fit in. Plus, that's what I've done, like you just said. So,
you got the song now?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's hear some of it. The song is called "That's What You Mean to Me," so let's listen to it. It's Hooch. Wow, now that song there, that's now you really showed your little Southern soul personality there. Good song. I mean, that's one of my favorite songs from you, Hooch. I mean, really, because I like that one. That one is really good. That style.
Yeah,
that's what you mean to me. Now, did that also come from an inspiration of a woman?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It like I say once again, when you I guess if you want to know my story, you just go into my music vault.
Go into your music vault. A lot of people write their songs from their personal life experience, of course. You done heard of the singer Sam Smith?
Sam Smith. Yeah,
Sam Smith. Now he said that all of the songs that he sung and wrote was about personal experience.
You can't help it. If you're a true artist, you can't help it, and no one could tell you how to write, because it's coming from within. So that particular record, when you love a person and you don't have to do these things to check up on me. You don't have to come and knock down my door, scratch up my drums. You probably want to get your ass whipped when you do that. I'm just letting you know.
Well,
I'm just joking.
That's when you get into one of those 8 kinds of love.
Yeah. But that's a love song. Hey, I love you. I'm not ashamed of you.
It's a love song.
Love is not being ashamed of anyone. If you really care about somebody.
Yeah, it's a southern soul slow jam love song. Yeah, which is pretty good. Now you have another style of you, some jazz in you too, right?
Yeah, I got a little jazz. Yeah, because I created. I'm really. I am very unselfish when it comes to music. So I formed H2O for H2O to be H2O on the smooth jazz, funk, and a little pop tip. So I try to stay away from that. But here it is.
Here we go. Let's hear this one from H2O.
Dig it.
Yeah, now that Hooch, you wrote that song, didn't you?
Yeah, along with my bass player.
Along with Deke, right?
Right.
So Deke wrote that one along with you,
and he co-wrote it.
Okay, and now let's give a shout out to the gentleman that's on the saxophone.
Yeah, Mr. Vaniel, the late great Vaniel.
Late great Vaniel.
That was produced and written by me and my buddy Deke. Noah Douglas on the keys. Music man, we call him.
Okay.
Billy Cobb.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you have some other influences too along the way that you did a cover of one of your influences, John Mayer.
Yeah, I like the song. It's called "Your Body's a Wonderland," but I want to, that song. It's a pretty catchy tune. I don't know if it's considered pop or what have you.
It's kind of what they call adult contemporary. Now, they got a chart now called the Hot AC, and that's what that fits into. Adult contemporary. It's a pop style, but it's have a grown-up flavor, so that's why they call it adult contemporary. So, can we hear a little piece of that song?
No, you can't. It's not queued up yet.
Well,
I just want to hear you talk about me some more.
You want to hear talk about you some more? Well, let's talk about Hooch some more. Hooch music style and ranges from various stages. You heard him with "Feelin' Me," which is a kind of a R&B, I guess R&B style.
Rodney used to call it alternative soul, but I think I have it queued up.
Well, it could be alternative soul.
Here it is.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's hear it.
You got this room to do. One thing that's left to do. Discover me, discover you. One mile to every inch. Your skin is like porcelain. One farewell can be lips. You walk around the jungle. So if you wanna make love, we can make it, yeah. Swim in the deep sea, yeah. Take all your plans, break them. This is bound to be a while. Your body's like Wonderland. Your body's like Wonder. I could use my hands. Your body's like Wonderland.
Hey, now that's cool. That Hooch. I like that one.
Dig it.
Now, yeah, you do some acapella style stuff too, right? Because you did that song acapella.
Yeah, Acapulco, yeah.
And you had another song too that you did acapella that we will feature on another show. What it called?
Better, I think.
Yeah, Better, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is acapella. But, well, Hooch, now let's talk about you as a person, as a social kind of activist person. With everything going on around the world and the United States today, and also with your conscious life that you live under the Yahweh. I don't want to call it a religion because it's not. It's a life. It's a way of life.
Yes,
So,
yeah, it's our culture.
yeah. So under the Yahweh culture, and you have become more. I believe since you've been in the Yahweh culture, and with this that's going on around the world and going on in the United States, especially with this president in the White House, you have become more political.
Once you, it's hard. You can't go back once you got your eyes open. And I think Mr. We call him R.B. Bradley, which is the guitarist on "Feelin' Me," on both "Feelin' Me," the remix and the original.
Mm-hmm.
He's a blues artist and a talent himself. He woke me up. I think I was like 33, 32. And he's like, look. And he watched me eat shrimp. He watched me eat crab legs. I'm like, you knew this and you didn't say nothing. He's like, you weren't ready for me to tell you these things yet. That the scriptures are talking about us as black people being the Hebrew Israelites, And it is what it is. I'm trying to walk on a thin line, but you want to, how you want to say something, but should you say this? But I'm going to say it like this. We have been taught wrong as black people that someone have given their life up for us. But some people But there's a lot of people have given up their lives for us. They're called our ancestors, and that's a fact. And so once so I started doing research on my own, and then I attend years ago a place called Greater Works, and that's where I met some nice people, and I fell in love at the same time.
Oh.
Love is a beautiful thing.
Sometimes.
But yeah, it hurts like a son of a bitch. Yeah, that's where all these damn songs come from.
That's right. Well, at least it gives you inspiration if nothing else.
Right.
Give you inspiration to go to write songs.
Right.
Now this song coming up next, though, this is not caused by love. This is caused. Well, I guess it's caused not by romantic love. This one's caused by the love of people, the love of our people, black people. So
yeah, we are at war, and we've been at war since Constantine forced us to embrace Christianity. To be honest with you, you can Google that, do your research, go to the library, whatever, do what you need to do. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but truth is like rain; it doesn't care who and what it falls on. So this song here, the George Floyd situation was inspired by that, and just enough is enough for the killings of our brothers and sisters with no weapons in their hand.
Right.
How do you get killed for not having a weapon in you?
That's right. That's right. And it's called Warring. Let me say it right
That's right.
this time.
Warring.
Warring with the Beast. Here we go.
Yeah.
Now, Hooch, I didn't know you had a reggae style. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Can you dig it, man? Here it is. Here it is, motherfucker. Hit that thumbs up, man.
Hit that thumbs up and go to our Cash App, $Trewbucks.
Yeah, man. Hit that thumbs up, man.
And go to Trewbucks and TREWBUCKS.
Yeah.
Our Cash App. And then, like I said, if you got any comments about this show or any other show that we have done, go to our email at TrewVisionRadio@gmail.com. TrewVisionRadio@gmail.com. I check the email daily, so send us an email because you will be recognized.
That's right. We will give you a shout out. And
we don't neglect you because we respect you. So.
And if you don't send that donation, Miss Lady, we'll talk about you in my next record.
Leave my friend alone. Leave my friend alone.
Hit that thumbs up, though. We need to grow.
Yes, we need to grow.
Not like fungus.
Yeah, well, we probably need to grow like fungus.
Grow like fungus, okay.
Once you get fungus growing, it's hard to get rid of it.
Point well taken.
But Hooch, I appreciate you talking with me today about your music and your life. Where do you see yourself going with your music? Let's say the next 5 to 10 years.
More money, lots of money, seriously, in a huge way, but the right way. And because you got to have good people around you. So I don't want to be.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to be like another R. Kelly or another sad story. I'm not going to be that story. I'm going to surround myself with conscious people, so they could look after me like a brother, and I would do the same thing. So I don't want to be caught up. I'm not going to be on no casting couch. I'm not going to do. No, it's not worth it to me that way. I want to be able to control my own destiny when it comes to this. So I see myself handling my own business like I am now, but in a major way. Feeling Me, when I put that out in 2003, the guy that wanted to promote it said, look, you got a good record, but it's going to cost us $2,500 to promote your record. And I'm like, hey, I'm not a drug dealer, so I don't make money like that. So, you know.
No offense to the drug dealers.
Yeah. So, and I'm not laying down on nobody's couch. So, you know, I'm a man. I love women, and that's the way that's gonna fly. All day, goddamn motherfucking.
So you see Double O Action growing into a
yes, I'm a
profitable record label.
I'm no different than a Jay-Z or P. Diddy. I'm a musician that's doing this.
Now,
so I believe in playing.
Artists under you.
Yeah, I work with white male artist, Chris Cutter. I gave him that name. His name was Chris. And there was another artist too. He's a guitar player, and I just switched it around, Cutter Chris. But he was a hell of a MC, and I work with Caesar Moss, who lives right here in Montgomery. He's a conscious MC as well, and I sang on his record. I got a lot of songs, so I know we couldn't, I know you were telling me we can't bring 15, 20 songs. Hooch.
No, we can't bring 15, 20 songs, and we'll be here all day.
but I am working on a documentary, so maybe that would help narrow things down,
Yeah, now, you are working on a documentary, and you can spotlight more of your music into that, and more of your career and your life story. And
that's right. I want to give a shout out to Miss Tootie Malone. We playing tonight in Wetumpka, also with Michael Law on keys and his brother Mark Law, and Deke on the bass. Matter of fact, Jerry Law plays bass also, and that's who I started playing with first. He plays bass. Very talented brothers, and just give them that shout out. They don't have to pay me right now, and that's okay.
That's right now, yeah. But
pay me in
our
checking.
Shout outs gonna start costing.
That's right. Somebody did ask us about that.
Yes, they did. They asked us
How much you
about
charge
that.
for shout outs?
Right now,
$1 make us holler.
Yeah, put it in.
5 keep us alive, or maybe you.
5 keep us alive, $1 make us holler.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it right there. We ain't gonna get funky.
All right, we'll squeal for $1 bill.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, like I said, thank you, Hooch, for doing the interview with me and the Trewvizon family.
Thank you. And I want to give a shout out to my mother, who turned 67 yesterday.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to you,
Miss Angeline.
Yeah. And got some birthdays on the. I got a birthday on the 5th to a young lady. Yeah, tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Happy birthday to you too, Queen. Dig it. I can say that.
Yeah, happy birthday to all the people in the month of September and the month of August.
Oh, I can say happy birthday
from August.
to Rhonda. It's okay.
Happy birthday, Rhonda.
It's cool.
Are you sure, sir?
Hit that thumbs up, though, when you come in. I'm taking my birthday back.
But thank you, Hooch, for being here today and having the interview with us, sharing a little bit about Hooch, and for our listening audience to get to know who Hooch is, besides the crazy producer of this show.
One of these days, I'll pow right in the kisser, you son of a...
Like I said, besides the crazy producer of this show. And also, the song that you've been having hearing in the background as well is H2O's song.
That's right.
And was written and produced by Hooch as well, along with, did Deke help you?
Yes, it's
this
Deke
one as well?
Right, it's Deke on the bass. You want to heat up the place, put Deke on the bass. That's right, that's my right-hand man, my VP, he's also was around when Rodney was doing this thing. That we were all, Rodney named Deke, D-E-A-K.
See?
Yeah.
Rodney everywhere, boy.
Right.
Rodney was a guy before his time.
Right. Also, the reggae group Protocol. That was Rodney's group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Rodney started Porter Call.
Right, Rodney was the man.
Like I said,
I wouldn't be
Rodney was
doing
the
double
man.
action if Rodney was living. I would be. Well Done Production was Rodney's stick. That was his company.
Yeah. Rodney had a lot of things that he
And we miss him a whole lot.
wanted
We miss
to
Rodney.
do, and some things that he wanted me to become a part of as well with the school and all of that stuff. But that's a different story. So.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to my cousin Shamiri. Her birthday is on the 16th of this month. There's a lot of Virgos. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Virgos.
We got to get out of here because I got a show to do. Also,
Yes, sir.
I got another show.
Yes, yes, sir. Like I said, we got to get out of here. Thank you, Hooch, for the interview.
You're welcome, my friend, my buddy, my pal.
And remember to go to $True and $ Cash App. Go to our email at TrewVisionRadio@gmail.com, and also hit us up on Twitter at TrueVision. Until next time.
Don't forget to vote. Don't fall for the okie doke.
That's right. Don't forget to vote. We only got 60 days left. Count them down. 60.
Everybody vote. If not, you're going to get your ass whipped.
Everybody vote. But don't vote twice.
That's what he wants
like
you to do.
dumb Donald.
Yeah, he want to get you in trouble. That's a setup.
That's right. That's a setup. And it's another way to suppress the black vote as well. So don't fall for that, okay? Thank you, everybody.
Peace.
We out.